Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. You will notice the different chair. We are going through and getting things set up to get the house ready to sell. So I moved my other chair. I guess I could go back in that corner. Anyway, yeah, so going through a bunch of old paperwork. My God. The stuff you hang on to is crazy. I had so much paperwork back from when I ran my bakery, back to when I broke my knee. I didn't break my knee. I tore up everything inside my knee. Back in 2010. 2010. I had all this paperwork. I'm like, what am I keeping this mess for? My bakery was 2016, 17, 18. I'm like, why am I keeping all these old orders? That is where let go of what no longer serves you. It is just cluttering your life. Literally. The stuff I threw away, it was crazy. And I've been hanging on to this stuff. How many of you are doing this? And if it wasn't for getting ready to move, I've moved this stuff twice. I moved it when I left my last husband. I moved it here. Why? I don't know. I'm not moving it again. I choose to let that go. Let the past go. Now, if it's something that you need to hang on to, it's serving you for a purpose, sure, hang on to it. But if it's not serving you anymore, let it go. Really. Old houses that I've bought, I had the titles that are the title work, the loans. I'm like, why am I hanging on to this? So I let it go. So anyway, I did come across something when I was working in the schools. I used to post all this positive stuff in my office because I wanted my office to be uplifting. I wanted people to get a good feeling when they came into my office. So I made it kind of homey. I posted positive sayings and all this kind of stuff. And this was back when I hated life. This was, God, my daughter was in middle school. She was in 7th grade. And she turned 35 this year. So you do the math because I'm not going to do it. It was a long time ago. So this was back when I hated life. I hated me. I hated everything. But I wanted my office to feel good for other people and for me. So anyway, I came across this this thing I had laminated, and I'm going to read it to you because it is so fitting. It is. I read it and I was like, oh my God, little did I know what I was looking at. And I'm going to read it, okay? So give me a second. It says, our lives are not determined by what happens to us, but how we react to what happens. Not by what life brings to us, but by our attitude we bring to life. A positive attitude causes a chain reaction of positive thoughts, even events and outcomes. It is a catalyst, a spark that creates extraordinary results. And I'm covered in chills. Here it is. Back then, I didn't know what I was reading. I just thought it sounded good. Now I live it. I really, truly live it. It's everything that I say. It's everything that Jesus brings through. When life happens, it's how you deal with it, how you choose to look at it. when you start looking at it in a positive way, more positive will come to you. I don't know who wrote that. I didn't print, you get a quote off the internet and you print it up, and sometimes there's a name attached to it and sometimes there's not. Whenever that was written, it is so true today. It's as true today or truer than it was back when it was written. Again, I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about roses, but you pick the flower, you pick the scenario. You can choose to focus on the thorns, the negative stuff, the illness, the disease, the death, the lack, the unpleasant, whatever it is. You can choose, that is your choice, to continue focusing on that. Continue being bogged down by the clutter of your past that no longer serves you. Or let it all go. Let it all go. I don't give two craps what it is. If it's not serving you, let it go. You will feel lighter. You will feel better. You will feel a sense of accomplishment. You will see this, and just as I said that, the sun came out from behind a cloud. You will see brightness and light where there was darkness. You're clearing out the cobwebs. You're clearing out the clutter, whether it's physical clutter or it's mind clutter. Some of us, even as far advanced, and this is not I'm better than anything. It just, as much as I have grown, as far along as I am, the way I see everything, I still have shit I have to let go of. I just haven't gotten to it yet. As emotions come up, as thoughts come up from the past, I just let it, I see it, I acknowledge it, I send it love, and then I let it just go. I don't hang on to it. And this is where I was just reminded of my the comment I made yesterday. Put yourself in the other situation's shoes. The other person, the other animal, the kid, the whatever. Put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel if you were on the receiving end of what you're doling out? See the emotion, just like the possum I talked about yesterday, where it was like scared to death because it's in the middle of 4 geese and 2 ducks squawking and flapping around and carrying on. The poor possum was like, what the fuck? Am I getting ready to be eaten? I saw that. I felt it, and then I moved him to a quiet place until I could let him go, which was not that much longer. But don't hang on to and relive, oh my God, what was that possum going through? The fear. Oh God, how could he possibly have felt? And then you take that fear on yourself. You take that emotion on yourself and you continue to relive it. Don't go there. This is where you have to let that just flow through you. If you had an event in your past that was traumatic that comes up, see it, acknowledge it, say, yes, thank you. You served a purpose, whatever that purpose was. You served a purpose for that time and that place, but that is not now. You are no longer serving me. I send you gratitude. I send you thanks for being there when you were there. I don't need you anymore. I release you. And then just feel that energy release from your body. I cannot tell you how enlightening, how awakening, how transformative doing that for everything that comes up in your life, every single moment of every single day. Now, I'm not saying you have bad stuff all the time. Again, bad, there is no bad. But let it go. You know, I could have chose to hang on to all those past orders. It brought happy feelings because it was things I got to create for people to make their occasion happy. My motto when I ran my bakery was making every occasion a sweet one. I baked cakes and cookies and pies, mostly cakes. Making every occasion a sweet one. So yes, I brought people's envisionment to life because they would come in and tell me what they wanted and I would create it into a 3D cake. And it made them happy. I enjoyed doing it. And it always tasted good. It was always making their occasion sweet. So I could have held on to those orders just for the happy memories, but it's just clutter. It's things that I don't need anymore. I have my thoughts and my memories. I can go back at any point in my Rolodex memory and go, you know what, I remember this cake. And there are some that really stand out to me. I don't need the paperwork. I don't need the paperwork for my knee when I tore up everything inside my knee. And it took me 2 years to recover. I don't need the memory of that. Yes, every time I go down the steps, I relive that because it was the steps that caused my accident. So I'm careful when I go down the steps. Otherwise, I don't need the paperwork. I don't need to remember how long I was out of work. I don't need to remember how much everything cost. I mean, I had insurance, but it's beside the point. Let it go. It's not serving me anymore. So, what are you hanging on to? What are you choosing to... Back to this. How are you reacting to life? How are you reacting to whatever it is that's going on in your life now? You know, I look at things that have happened that I could have gotten, like the flat tire I talked about the other day. I could have let that wig me out. I could have gotten drawn into the negative headspace of, oh my God, I got a flat tire. Now it's going to cost money. Now I've got to do this and I got to do that. And why is this happening? No, it's just a freaking flat tire. It just is. And because it happened, and because I didn't get wrapped up in the negativity of it, it was a situation to replace all 4 tires on my car and pretty much pay half, a little more than half. Well, it would have been half with the tires, but we also got the car aligned, than what we thought we were going to have to pay initially. The other day when we went to get the mulch, because we didn't get wrapped up in, okay, well, that was a wasted trip. Why didn't they have it? It figures. These are all things where, and I'm telling you from experience, because this is the mindset that I used to have. And so many people still have it. They want to get tied up in the negative. But because my husband and I were like, okay, let's see what else they have, or let's see who else has it. And we just rolled with it. We just made the decision to go somewhere else and get it. And we ended up getting more than we wanted for less than we would have paid for less, because it was not only on sale, but it was on clearance on top of that. The universe is here. It's abundant. And it's giving you back what you're putting out in abundance. So if you're seeing the world through black glasses, because it's all doom and gloom, and it's all victimhood, and it's all woe is me, and it's all, God, I can't tell you, this is always happening to me. Why does this stuff always happen to me? You're going to get more happening to you because that's what you're focusing on. Only when you start seeing things from rose-colored glasses, now I see why they call it rose-colored glasses, because you're seeing the rose. You're focusing on the rose, not the thorns. Sometimes it takes me a minute or 60 years to add two and two. I didn't get that before until now. So there you go. Hopefully I have helped you get it. Maybe you already had gotten it. I don't know. But see the world through rose-colored glasses. It's just a flat tire. Oh, well, it's an inconvenience. I'll deal with it. It's just, what was the other situation? I don't even know. Oh, the mulch. It just is. Roll with it. You know, I look at everything. Yes, I had to drive to another state to get my motorcycle, but so what? I enjoyed the trip. We made an amazing day out of it. We went to a new restaurant. We met nice people. We had a great meal. And I got a motorcycle for $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 less than anything else I looked at. And it had more stuff plus a trailer. My husband we just drove to North Carolina to get his truck. So what? We had a nice day. We went down and picked up a truck that is exactly what he wanted. Exactly what he wanted. He is beyond thrilled with this truck. And because it is what it is the truck that it is, it gave us the ability to go get as much mulch as we wanted, and it hauled it with no problem. When I tell you, I could go on for hours about the synchronicities and how the universe, God, is just handing us our dreams. It's amazing. We were talking about the house this morning that we're looking to move into this house. We haven't signed contracts. We haven't done all that stuff yet. And there are things we're talking about. Okay, when we get there, we're going to do this and this and this and this. And we're both like, okay, are we having second thoughts? Whatever. And I told him, I said, if that is meant to be our house, it's just going to work. If it's not, the universe will throw something in our path to let us know that that's not it. It will be even better than that one. I don't know how, but it will be even better than that one. If there's something the universe has that's even better for us. And I'm not going to get wigged out because, oh my God, because I told him it will be something like, I will find another house. It will just pop up on Zillow, just like this one did when I was looking. It just popped up. It had been on the market 6 days until I saw it, but I saw it exactly when I was meant to see it. Or somebody else is going to sign a contract before us and it'll go pending. It's okay. You just roll with it, because I know as long as we follow our intuition and our guidance and everything just flows, it will just work. However it's meant to work. And I'm not getting hung on it has got to be that house. Let go of the outcome. And you will be surprised every time. Again, when you focus on the positives. When I moved here, I just knew it was going to work out. However it was meant to work out. Everybody else around me was freaking out and panicked and worried. I'm like, no, why? The universe has never let me down. They're not going to start now. And I was guided to this house, which is absolutely perfect. And I look at everything that's transpired since I've been here. It was meant to be. Our next house will be meant to be. This one will sell in the perfect time for the perfect price. And the next one will be right there. Perfectly. That's how everything works when you choose to see it that way. So I hope this helps you. Again, I will type this out in the description because trying to figure out how to put that's not my wheelhouse. I choose not to spend energy on trying to figure videos out. It's either going to work or it's not. So I will type this out in the description. So you can copy and paste it. You can read it if you choose. If not, okay. But it is literally how I live my life. It is literally how I have achieved heaven on earth. Every day. So I send you so much love, so many blessings, so much gratitude. Go have fun. You know, I'm not exactly sure what we're doing today. I don't remember. My husband went to get a big saw to trim some limbs. So we'll do that. Oh, I was going to cut grass. Yeah. But I'm going to have fun. I will have fun doing everything. You know what? And even if you're in a situation, if you're in a meeting that you're not enjoying, go within. Feel that feeling of fun. I can't tell you how many times I do this. I have that feeling of fun, and I see my inner child just jumping up and down and excited and blowing bubbles or splashing in a mud puddle, or chasing butterflies, not hurting them, but chasing butterflies through a field. Whatever makes you happy. Feel it inside you. Let it become you. And then you will see through life through the rose-colored glasses. Even that meeting you're sitting through and you're thinking, oh my God, I'd rather eat my gun. Or that whatever that situation is that you're in and you are hating life. Pause, go within, let your inner child have fun. Feel the laughing and the giggling inside. Feel the joy inside. And it will help you see whatever the situation is through those rose-colored glasses. And then you will get through it with more grace and ease than focusing on the negative. And the more you allow your inner child to play, the more you will feel that joy. You will then enjoy life. And you will play when you are out of that meeting or out of that, what? You just got pulled over by a police officer for speeding or whatever. You know what? He probably saved you from an accident. Think of it that way. Is it an inconvenience because you just got a speeding ticket? Sure. Learn from it. Don't hate the cop. He's doing his job. And again, it happened for a reason. Maybe it's to send you a message to slow your ass down. Slow down in life. Enjoy life. Or he saved you potentially from an accident. You just don't, there are moving pieces you don't even know about. The universe knows about them. That's why they put these things in your path. That's why they gave me a flat tire before we went to Ohio. Before we got in the car to drive on the bald tires that we didn't know were bald for 7 hours each way. The universe said, you know what? We're going to do this for you. We're going to flatten this tire so you see you need new tires now. And because you didn't get wigged out, we're giving you a gift. We're giving you 4 brand new tires in alignment. Today, I called 3 places. 2 didn't even answer the phone, and it took them days to call me back. And the third one was like, sure, bring it on up. We'll take care of it. And it's a place I've dealt with before. And the tires were, like I said, just about half of what we thought, a little more than half of what we thought we were going to have to pay anyway. I love you. Go have fun. Play. Enjoy the now moment. Every now moment. And we will talk soon.